I'm gonna tell you some things that lower your frequency that we should not do. First thing on the list is eat unhealthy. When we eat meat, dairy, processed foods, and fish, we are lowering the pH balance in our body. We are making our bodies dehydrated and also lowering our frequency. We must stick to an alkaline diet because we are naturally alkaline beings. We are electric beings and we must consume foods that have a high water content because electricity moves faster in water than it does fat. And you want your body functioning at 100% at all times. Another thing that lowers your frequency is a lack of exercise. Exercise is key for keeping your frequency high. You also train your brain to be stronger. So with that being said, try to exercise at least once a day. A lack of fresh air will also lower your frequency. It's key to be around trees to get that sunlight because the sun is the best source of vitamin D. And when you're around trees in nature, it actually relieves stress and also reduces inflammation, believe it or not. A lack of rest will also lower your frequency. And resting doesn't always mean sleeping. Your mind is resting when you meditate, so it's key to also meditate. Sleeping near electrical devices will also lower your frequency. When you go to sleep, turn your phone off or put your phone on airplane mode. If you sleep next to the router, unplug the router because the radiation is affecting our melatonin and serotonin levels. Now, our pineal gland is actually what secretes the melatonin in our brain. It's some real stuff right here. So get orgonite, shungite, and copper to protect yourself against the radiation. Getting into arguments also lower your frequency, so do not even waste your energy on arguing. Being in fear also lowers your frequency, so do not be fearful. If you didn't know, the people who run this whole matrix feed off of our fear. We need to stop operating in the frequency of fear and operate on the frequency of love. This is how we raise the vibration and frequency of not only us, but those around us. Saying yes to everything will lower your frequency too, so we need to be mindful and say no. There's so much power in that 2-letter word, no. The system breeds yes men, so we need to not be sheep and actually say no. Always stand up for yourself and your rights. Too much TV will definitely lower your frequency. It's called the television for a reason, to tell live vision. It's telling lies to your vision. And the program and the channel, they programming and channeling information to your mind. And everything is based on fear. So turn off the TV and tune into our inner self because that box on the wall is just making us dumb. Do not drink alcohol whatsoever because this is also lowering your frequency. Alcohol is straight acid. If you didn't know, alcohol is derived from the word alcohol, which means body-eating spirit. That's why they call alcohol spirits. If you didn't know, you're more likely to be controlled by a low vibrational spirit while you are drunk because you're at a low vibration. You're vulnerable. Plus, there's a whole bunch of other health effects that come with drinking alcohol. And it doesn't taste good, to be honest with you. Drugs will also lower your frequency. So give up the lean, the Zans, the perks, the mollies. Give up all of that. Not hospital patients. You should not be taking those drugs. But the last thing that I have on the list that will lower your frequency is negative habits. Negative habits will have you wasting time, money, and energy. So be mindful that when you change your habits, you change your life. I hope this helped you out. Much love, everybody.